All right, welcome back everyone for another deep dive. And today we're going deep on something I know a lot of you have been asking about.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
It's muscle health as we age. I mean, it's something we all think about, right? Especially once we hit a certain age.
It's definitely top of mind for me.
Yeah. Well, we actually got sent this flyer. Looks pretty interesting for a muscle health supplement. It's called Fit, and it's by this company called Make Wellness.
Okay, I've heard of them. They're doing some interesting stuff in the longevity space.
Yeah, exactly. And, this flyer makes some pretty bold claims about how fit can help us maintain muscle as we get older. Like, really bold claims.
Yeah, I'm always a little skeptical of supplements that promise the world.
Me too. But, it's always good to dive into these things, see what the science says.
Absolutely. Separate the hype from the facts. That's what we do here.
Exactly. So, before we get into the nitty-gritty of fit and its ingredients, I think it's worth taking a step back and just talking about the big picture of muscle health and aging.
For sure. So, one of the things that happens as we age is that we naturally start to lose muscle mass. It's called sarcopenia.
Sarcopenia, right?
Yeah.
And why is that? What's going on in our bodies that makes that happen?
Well, it's a combination of factors, really. Hormonal changes, a
Hmm.
decrease in protein synthesis. Sometimes it's even just lifestyle, not being as active.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I guess the important thing is understanding why this matters, right? Like, why should we even care about losing muscle as we get older? Isn't it just, like, part of getting older?
Well, it is a natural part of aging, but it's not something we should just accept passively because it has a huge impact on our health and well-being.
This flyer actually says that increasing muscle mass can reduce all-cause mortality.
It can. It really can.
I mean, that's kind of amazing, isn't it?
It is because, muscle isn't just about looking good or being able to lift heavy things. It plays a role in so many bodily functions.
Right, right. So when we lose muscle, it's not just about feeling weaker, it's affecting our entire system.
Exactly. It affects our metabolism, our balance, our bone density, even our immune system. It can make us more susceptible to falls, which are a major concern as we get older.
Right, falls are no joke.
Yeah.
So, okay, it's clear that maintaining muscle mass is super important for healthy aging, but how do we do that? I mean, that's where products like this Fit come in, right?
Yeah, potentially. So this flyer emphasizes bioactive precision peptides as a key feature. Have you heard of those before?
I haven't.
Yeah, it's kind of a marketing term. But basically, they're peptides designed to be more easily absorbed and used by the body. Kind of like, think of them as like building blocks for muscle repair, but with a more targeted approach.
Gotcha. And they also mention these convenient stick packs.
Which is great for, people on the go.
For sure. And you just mix them with water or...
Looks like it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So they're making some big claims. Increased performance, faster recovery, less fatigue, and even, get this, support for healthy aging through something called NAD+.
Right, NAD+S. It's a coenzyme that plays a key role in cellular energy production. And it's been getting a lot of attention lately for its potential anti-aging benefits.
Okay, so it's not just about building muscle. It's like this whole cellular energy thing.
Right, and that's where things get really interesting. Because if they can actually influence NAD+ levels, that could have implications beyond just muscle health.
Wow. Okay, there's this one detail here that really caught my eye. It says that Fit can increase strength recovery by, get this, 103%.
103%.
103%, with a return to higher than baseline strength levels. And they compare that to whey protein, which shows a 68% recovery.
Mm-hmm. Well, if those numbers are accurate, that's pretty impressive.
It is. What do you think? How does that even work?
Well, it suggests that Fit might be doing something more than just providing, the raw materials for muscle repair. It could be impacting the cellular processes involved in recovery and adaptation.
So, like, actually speeding up the process.
Potentially, yeah. Maybe enhancing nutrient delivery to the muscles or reducing inflammation. But to really evaluate these claims, we'd need to look at the research they're basing this on. What types of studies have they conducted? What methodologies did they use?
That's always the question, isn't it? What's the evidence?
Exactly.
All right, let's move on to this metabolic matrix technology they keep mentioning. It sounds pretty fancy.
It does.
So it says here that it addresses 5 key factors: muscle loss, muscle gain, energy homeostasis, methylation support, and increased NAD+ levels.
Okay, so they're really trying to cover all the bases here.
It seems like it, yeah. What do you make of that?
Well, it's interesting. To understand what they're claiming, we need to break down some of these terms.
Okay, let's do that.
So, methylation, for example, is a crucial process for muscle protein synthesis. It's basically a chemical reaction that helps our bodies use protein efficiently.
Gotcha. And we already talked about NAD plus NA, right?
Right. NAD plus is vital for cellular energy production, and it's been linked to longevity. So the idea that they're targeting these pathways is definitely intriguing, but again, we need to see the data.
And then they have a section here on what they call key mechanisms of action. And they list promoting muscle protein synthesis, supporting muscle strength recovery, reducing fatigue, and boosting power and strength. So basically, they're saying they can help us build, repair, and retain lean muscle while giving us more energy.
And that ties back into the broader picture of muscle health and aging. As we were saying earlier, sarcopenia, that age-related decline in muscle mass, it's a major contributor to weakness, frailty, falls. But it also goes deeper than that.
How so?
Well, muscle is metabolically active tissue. It helps regulate blood sugar, hormone levels, overall energy balance. So maintaining muscle isn't just about physical strength, it's about supporting overall health and vitality as we age.
So it's like this whole domino effect, right? Loss of muscle impacts everything.
Exactly.
Well, it sounds like products like Fit are trying to address a really important aspect of aging.
They are, and it's encouraging to see companies focusing on muscle health in this way. But as we've been saying, it's crucial to be a critical consumer. Look beyond the marketing and demand to see the science behind the claims.
Couldn't agree more. We can't just take their word for it.
Definitely not.
So for everyone listening, here's a final thought to chew on. Beyond supplements like Fit, what can you do in your daily life to support your muscle health?
Oh, there's so much.
Give us the goods.
Strength training, even just a couple of times a week, making sure you're getting enough protein in your diet. And of course, don't underestimate the importance of good sleep.
All great points. So keep learning, keep those muscles strong, and we'll see you next time for another deep dive.
See you then.